2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our feature group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Oh, that's too bad. This one's for bogey. Starting the round above par today.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
And that finds him in a share of second. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Rds style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, so close. This is a triple bogey attempt here. Ah, that's a tad upsetting. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Oh, that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. Well, to be honest, those are the putts you have to make at this level of competition. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at 7 over par. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number 1. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Putting for birdie here. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. And down it goes. Let's catch up with Lexi Thompson a little while ago.
Third shot now.
Nicely holed. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green. Nicely done.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the king, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
And now we head to the 7th, where this happened just a moment ago. Oh, that's a beauty. How about holding that one? Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
This one heading towards the green. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And this putt to move into the top 5. And that's a masterstroke. It not only improves their position in the field, but they're now ahead of their rival. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 2 shots behind. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in 2nd place behind Colin Morikawa. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Playing within their comfort zone there.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
This is what they have left for a par.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink. Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Oh, standing ovation after that shot.
Got to say, I can't see them not making birdie here, Luke.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
That was a gallant attempt. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front nine, the ninth, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in two. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front nine, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner, but the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. This one's for birdie. Okay, steady now. And that should secure the par on this one. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
From around 140 yards here. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival, Brooke Henderson.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds, out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And it's time to recap that play.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, that really puts our leader way out in front of the pack now, and it's only the first round. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
This looks to be heading to the green. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 1 under. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Just didn't drop. Well, that's a bit disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, the leader is really starting to gap the field now. They're 10 strokes ahead. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
That's a perfectly fine result, hitting from a lie like that.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Should find the green. That was special. Putting for eagle here. Ooh. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Currently in first position. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
That'll sting a bit. Big putt for par coming up. Well hold. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
And here we are with the third shot. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Putting for a bogey. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
Yes, Luke, it's a very strange position to be in because you feel like it's yours to lose, but it's also yours to win. I mean, which way are you looking at it? Hopefully, they're thinking it's mine to win, and I'm going to grab it tomorrow.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this next golfer begins the day, what are you thinking about their chances?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
That's very impressive.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Opting for the 5-iron. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Yeah, that's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. This next putt's for a Barney Rubble. Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
It's just about 3 feet away. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Sitting at 1 over, currently in the lead. How close was that to going down? This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
It was on a good line. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Let's see what happens here at the 5th. Lovely effort that. This shot from 120 yards. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, almost went in.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
A par putt on the table. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. A chance to pick up a couple of shots maybe on the scorecard, because this is a short par 5.
In the lead and could extend it with a birdie or an eagle on this short hole.
Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. Sitting at +1. Outright first here. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. And here we are with their 4th. And a par putt awaits him. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Teeing off here at the 7th.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
And this shot from the bunker. Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. Ooh, right by the hole. Let's try and make this one. And only drop the one shot. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Wonderfully played. Second shot here on the 8th. Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. 11 feet to the cup. This one's on line. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. Sitting at 2 over for the event. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Good looking shot this. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That was a beauty.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Great looking shot this. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
And with that now, back to level par. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
And coming up well short.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Putting for a par now. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. This hole is a par 5. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. Time for the second shot at the 12th. And here we are with the third shot. Right at it from out of the bunker. 8 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Sitting at 1 under. Currently in the lead. Opting for the 9-iron. That one should find the surface. That goes down for an eagle.
Check out this little beauty. Nice touch. Yes, sir. Gets it to go. Thank you.
What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
He's currently sitting in first place. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Going with the 6-iron here.
Nice out the rough here.
well struck. A chance to move to 5 under par.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ouch, that hurts. And the putt drops, now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
And they'll tap this in for birdie. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will take him to 5 under. And they'll be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. What a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
That was a gallant attempt. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock this one in to claim the title. The old hammer hands putt. Hopefully they won't take that too bad. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.